Right, you read the title, Roblox Item Hoarders. Now, if you don't know what a hoarder is someone who has a bunch of stuff. Now, do they need the stuff? Probably not. But do they have the stuff anyway? Yeah. So, today we're going to be taking a look at a bunch of people who hoard tons of items, limited items, because as you may or may not know, you can own multiple of a limited on Roblox. And what I mean by that is, for example, let's take a look at the chill cap. You can buy it right now for 1,196 Robux. What's cooler than being cool? Chilled. And as you can see, normally when you own an item, it'll say item owned. See, in my clockwork shades, I own it because I wear it. It makes sense. But the chill cap, I own 58 of these. So item owned 58. Now, I thought my chill cap hoard was pretty massive until more research was conducted and I found out some people have had some pretty crazy hoards of some limiteds on Roblox. So today, we're going to be taking a look at a lot of these crazy hoards, the stories, the details, the values, all that good stuff. And also, I'd like to note really quick that I'm hoarding likes. So if you could press that like button, you could add to my like hoard. And maybe if we could get 1,000 likes, I will give every single person that pressed the like button a small puppy. Do you want a small puppy? Press the like button. So, let's begin. Now, right here are the real flaming hot stunners. Now, I like real flaming hot Cheetos, but that's not what these items are. So right now you could buy it for 90,000 Robux, and there was 94 of these sold. Well, let's go ahead and go to my friend OMG This One's profile. Now, I'd be pretty mean if I didn't give him a quick shout out. So, yes, he is a small Roblox YouTuber slash content creator with 1.8k subs, so there's your little plug, bro. You're welcome. But what I'm going to talk about today is his real flaming hot stunners hoard. He owns 34 of these items, and I actually asked him a couple questions about his hoard. So I asked him, why did you choose real flaming hot stunners? And he said, one day, a guy with a lot of them got scammed and they were all over the place. Then I decided I would pick up a lot of them for cheap and then raise them, and that's what I did. I probably made 1.6 million Robux off of real flaming hot stunners alone, and to this day, they continue to get overpays and raise even more than I ever thought their potential could. So basically, it's a classic rags to riches story. He took this poor little item and brought it up and made it boom! So, that's good for him, I guess. That's a cool hoard. He owns more than half of these. So as you can see here, we have the Crimson Thug Shades. And there was 40 of these sold. So this is already a rare item, right? And they're trying to get 999 million Robux for it, but nobody's going to pay that much. What's up, Lucky Ducky? But anyway. So if there was only 40 of these sold, how much of these could you really own, right? Well, let's take a look at a user named The New Guy Around. So, right now, I'm on a website that shows how many copies of a limited there are. And as you can see, in 2017, all 40 of these existed, which means nobody who owned these were banned forever. Now, if we look a little deeper here, we can see the ownership. And right here, this is where it gets juicy. You see hoarded copies 29. And when it gets even juicier, one person owns 20 to 49 of these. The person to own 25 pairs of Crimson Thug Shades, that's 8 million Robux worth of value of just one item, owning 25 out of 40 of these. He owns 62.5% of them. That's more than half of all of the ones that exist on Roblox. So the guy that owned all this was a guy known as The New Guy Around. Now, he might look like a bacon hair noob with no items, but I assure you, this dude was loaded. If you take a look, you can see this is what his profile looked like before he got banned forever. You can see that his rap was really high because of all the Crimson Thug Shades that he owned. Oh, quick note. RAP stands for recent average price. So the wrap on my Clockwork Shades are 203,000 Robux. That's the average price they sell for. And if we go to my profile, your wrap is all your limiteds added up together to give you one big wrap. So all my items altogether have 1.4 million wrap or recent average price. So there you go, just in case you didn't know what wrap was. It went from 40 being available to 25 being deleted because this guy got banned forever. So rest in peace to this guy and his Crimson Thug Shades Hoard. It's pretty sad. I cry every time. Next up, we have another really rare limited known as the Wings of Liberty. And so, originally, there was only 50 of these sold. So already, this is a rare item. To compare, the Emerald Valk that came out the other day, which I did a couple videos on, there was only 50 of those. Now, this guy wants 1.5 million Robux for it, and maybe he'll get it. I don't know. But this is a rare item, and it was once hoarded really hard. Something that's kind of crazy about these Wings of Liberty is that there's only 11 of these left. When you start off at 50 and 39 of them get banned forever, it's just pretty astonishing how rare an item can get just because people don't behave themselves on Roblox. And this guy right here, Rainbows, with weird numbers and Z's in his name, owned 24 of these Wings of Liberty, which is basically half of them. Now, if you own half of all of these on Roblox, these kind of ugly looking wings, ugh. I'm kind of jealous because if you think about it, its value right now is 425,000 Robux. And with some simple math, that's 10 million plus Robux worth of wings that this guy owned and then of course got banned forever. So, rest in peace to the guy and all these Wings of Liberty. I guess they're free now in Banland. Now, the thing about this 24 Wings of Liberty Hoard is that they were originally owned by my friend Qwerty4, and he traded them off, and I'll show you the trade that he did. He gave 24 Wings of Liberty, a bunch of other really expensive items, and he got the one and only Dominus Astra, okay? So if we look at this item they're trying to sell for 666 million Robux, it's crazy how you can go from some butt ugly wings to a Dominus, and one of the good ones too. I'm jealous, man. And then of course, I believe this Dominus Astra got scammed, so rest in peace to that. But let's go back to our boy Rainbows over here. Near the beginning of 2017, he was scammed, lost over 1.4 million Robux, a Dominus Mesor, 4 pairs of Clockwork Shades, and 3 classic fedoras. So that's a lot of Robux to lose. And then he got banned forever with a bunch of rare limiteds. And so back then, the Wings of Liberty actually weren't worth that much, hence being able to get 24 of them pretty easily. They were kind of underestimated. But people kept getting banned forever with this item, and so people started to realize the potential of this item. So over time, this went from being kind of rare to being super rare. Now, the craziest hoard of all time in the history of Roblox is easily the Tasteful Top Hat. Now, someone's trying to get 618 million Robux for it, and I really don't see that happening. But as you can see, there was 350 of these sold, which is pretty rare, but not as rare as some of the other items in this video, right? Well, what I'm about to share with you is going to blow your mind. So first, let's look at this profile. First of all, this guy is banned forever. His name is Renewable, also known as Billy Loans, which I knew this guy back in the day, but that doesn't matter. So on his head, you see a tasteful top hat. I mean, you can get a tasteful top hat, maybe not now, but back then you probably could. And so he's just wearing it. Seems kind of innocent, right? Well, let's investigate a little more now, shall we? So in 2017, there was 349 of these available, and one that was banned forever. But then, we go to the beginning of 2018, and it goes from 347 of these existing to 54 of these existing. So what happened in January 2018 that caused such a shift? Well, this is known as the biggest hoard on Roblox. And if you want to know why, first of all, Renewable over here owned 300 of these tasteful top hats. Now, if that wasn't impressive enough, there's only 350 of these tasteful top hats. So this guy had to trade and buy every single one of these from every owner, searching all across Roblox to get all of these items that nobody really seemed to care about, so he was just swiping it left and right. And at the end of the day, after spending all that time to collect 300 of these tasteful top hats, he just ended up getting banned forever. Poor guy. Now, let me do some basic math here. If you own 300 out of 350 of these top hats, you own 85% of all of the tasteful top hats that would ever exist in the history of this item. Now, this is pretty ridiculous if I say so myself. How do you own that much of an item? I can't wrap my mind around it. Anyway, if you could hoard any item, what item would you hoard? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe and hit the bell. You already know what it is. Shout out to my notif squad. All of y'all are lit. And it's your boy Fave, and I'm out. By the way, shout out Domino /Morphy. He got turned with a bunch of aquamarines. Sorry for not putting you in the video.